So in my mind, that was going to be the right. I told you I've never made this before. Color didn't work as well as the X-Acto knife. I want to get a little bit closer. So a little dab of glue. So yes, in today's video, we are doing some busted out canvases for Christmas, making them a Christmas theme. So I'm going to share with you my version of the Christmas busted out canvas. I actually have never made these before, so come along with me as I see if I can go off a Pinterest picture and be able to create these amazing one-of-a-kind artwork for Christmas. And actually, you can do it almost for any season, y'all. It doesn't have to be just for Christmas. So first of all, the first thing I need, of course, is a canvas. So I'm going to start out with the big one. I have 3 different sizes that I'm going to be doing for you today. And then you're going to need decoupage paper, craft, like scrapbooking paper, because you're actually going to be working on this side and working on this side. So, but my inspiration, I didn't see them do anything to help hold or set this up. So I feel like right off at the beginning, I need to drill a hole and put a dowel rod so we can have this sitting up, because not everybody wants to hang something like this on the wall. So I just have a small dowel rod, and then I feel like this one should maybe have 2 because it is so large. So I'm going to go ahead and I measured out my drill bit to match what my dowel rod was, and then I'm just going to throw my dowel rod onto the ground. And then I'm just going to go like right above, like right in this area above the canvas. I'm hoping that this drills through canvas. Well, I did go all the way through, but that's okay because we're going to be covering up that front area anyway. As you see, I'm doing it at a slight angle, so you can put, so then when you put your dowel rod in there, it'll sit back, but I just have to figure out how much I need to cut off this, which is usually probably right about that area. So I'm going to make a little pencil line mark. I think 3 inches. I can always take more off. And then I'm going to take my Japanese saw and then just cut out that 3-inch mark. And then we'll stick them back in the holes. I'm not going to glue them in right now. I just want to make sure that they work for what I need them to work for. Which they do. So right now I'm working for an insert in here. My image for this one is going to be this beautiful Santa Claus paper that I ordered, decoupage paper that I ordered off of Piglet's Closet. But I need to make like a cardboard insert to go in here. So first of all, I'm going to set this off to the side. I'm going to go in and kind of like measure off where I need to cut this piece of cardboard. It's just from a box. You know, we all get Amazon boxes. I'm just going to find which side's a little bit more square, and then just make a little slit to cut it. Okay, now same thing. I'm going to need to make another little insert in square. And now that should fit inside. I think the box cutter will work to cut this. I don't need this right now. I just need Santa. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer using some Fusion's Decoupage Transfer Gel. Just a piece of copier paper. Like I said, that was just to back it. cut off the excess of the copier paper. I'll have to wait for the decoupage probably to dry, but okay, now we'll take some more of the gel. The white is to make the decoupage paper pop. You could paint the piece of cardboard too if you wanted to, but this just saves a step. So now I'm just going to try to center him as best as I can. I'm just going to kind of use a brayer just to kind of make sure he's down there, and then I need to sit him off to the side before cutting. Okay, now that this is dry, I'm going to cut off the excess. For this project, I actually put a new blade on my Cricut, his X-Acto knife, because there's actually a lot of cutting to be had on this project. So now inside the canvas, we're going to be attaching this in the reverse way. So we needed to have this done so we can cut this to be able to glue it into the inside. So I'm just taking that same piece of cardboard that I have Santa on, and then I'm just going to, told you there was a lot of cutting today. So now we're going to take it and we're actually going to glue it or adhere it this way. So some more of the gel, and they're going to adhere it to the inside. So while this is still drying, this side, I have to wait for some more paper to dry. Now this is Dixie Belle's decoupage paper, and it came in like a 3-little pack with some other plaids and some reindeer, but I couldn't do the cardstock on the bigger one because I need it to fold over to the side. So there's that. So we're going to go ahead, and like I said, let me double check that you're not going to see those. You won't, because we have some other bling that's going to go on the front of it. So I'll just make sure I put my bling there. There we go. Let's get a healthy amount. I don't have to back that up with copier paper because my canvas is white. Okay, take my paper, take my canvas, try to square it onto, I wanted it enough that was going to come over the edges. I'll flip it back over. Find my brayer. Okay, so I need to get this glued up to the side. So for that, I'm going to use hot glue. So I'm going to go ahead and take a bead of hot glue. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. And I'm actually going to take that braying tool so that I'm flattening it out. Hot glue sometimes will leave a big lump. Corners, I'm going to go ahead and just make a cut. But I might have a little too much material here, so I'll just take scissors and cut that off. Excess bunched up material, cut the extra material material off. Kind of like upholstering, but we're doing it on a canvas. And with hot glue. We'll sometimes use hot glue. And I want to remember which side my little, not that I have to flip this over. So I'm going to fold this side in, I think. To make a nice little package, just like you do when you're upholstering. And I'm going to kind of pull it up on this. I'm not going to glue it from the side. That way I'm able to do that. Same with that little corner. We're going to fold it in. That way we have a nice package. So here's where the busted part starts to come in effect. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to start to cut the opposite side. Here we go. This cut we have to go all the way through. That's why I like to have metal rulers. Yep, all the way through. Now we're going to turn. And make another cut. Then I'm going to turn. And I'm going to make another cut. So that way we kind of have lappies. See where the busted is coming in? So in my mind that was going to be the right. I told you I've never made this before. So back to the drawing board. The paper's not going to be reverse. So I just have to glue a different piece in there. Of course I couldn't get it to pull out. It's okay, y'all. It's a project. We all do it. Yeah, that's about as much as I could get taken off. It's fine. Whoops-a-daisy. Okay. So sorry that I screwed up, but it is what it is. So we're going to take a bead of hot glue. Along this whole side. Make sure we have Santa the right way. Make sure I don't make another mistake during this craft. And then we're going to push him down. Oh, goodness gracious. So now we take this, and now we can start pulling and gluing. Some hot glue. Now you want to hold it until it kind of dries. It didn't stick, but that's okay. I got some hot glue right now that I can make it stick, right? So a bead of hot glue. We're going to roll it carefully. Don't force it. Why in my mind did I think that? I don't know. It is okay. So another dab of glue. Oh my goodness, how stinking cute is that? So I get all three sides first. That way I can see where my holes are. can lift that, and then I can poke it, and then I can see where my holes are before I glue it down. Now I've got some supplies out. We're going to start adding bling. I picked up a whole bunch of these little containers. Somebody had them at an antique store for $1, but I knew that I had those to match. I have some blingy Christmas trees, and then we can stick a little Santa. It's all about adding now. Now it's all about the adding. And I've got some of this little wired, probably came out of a greenery, or like a floral arrangement. So it's funny because when I was sorting through my stash on the other channel, I was like, oh my gosh, y'all are going to be so judgy of me. But then when it comes to making these, I am glad that I have it, because I don't know how I would make these without having all the stuff that I have collected all year long. You wouldn't. Oh yeah, I like those up there. Just more of those little like ornaments that people have. Yeah, that's some of that greenery goo. Hot glue is our friend this season. I used the wire, but I also will glue it down too. Kind of looks like Rudolph's nose right now, but I'm gonna go find. I thought I was gonna use these, but they got a pink hue to them, so I'm not going to add those in. I'm gonna go find a couple more red bulbs. I think these will be perfect because I wanted to add those glittered trees to it. Oh. We will make it work. Sometimes I've got to see what I'm working on. Vintage Santa, because I think y'all would like him. I can add, and then who says you can't add green even though there's no green in the paper? Does not matter. It matters. Do I want that, or do I want another peppermint? Decisions. I like the little ball, I think. I want to add these in, but the base makes it too bulky, so we'll just pop that off. Don't worry, I'm just digging in my stash, seeing what can I add to this, because it's fun and I have a huge stash. Oh, it's all about adding all the vintage, like Santa's busting through the present, all the things came off the tree. Nope, I think just those. How much can you add? I don't know. How much is there? I have one of these, which they're all light. They would have went around the little light bulbs on your tree. Fun of my stash is it doesn't have to all match. We're using up vintage, we're using up stuff that people no longer use, or some people probably do. bring in that white element. We'll go ahead and put a clear down here. If you feel like it needs it, just add it in, right? Still feel like you need some more white, so I'm just going to stuff it in there where it doesn't have a bulb. These have bulbs. This one didn't have any bulb. But I felt like I needed something, so... And then I felt like this needed some green, and if you're lucky enough to have one that still has the little green light bulb in there, and then we'll add some green balls down by Santa. You know, I don't really have the blue, so might as well throw the off color on here of green. I don't have any blue that even coordinates with this blue, so it's all right. Woo, they're rolling. Not even sure that stuck for the glue when it fell down. Did you really just... Because of course the red on red you don't really see so much. Big one. My next one, same thing. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at this. You guys all know that I love bendy knees, but this is probably more of one of the elf on the shelves. It doesn't matter. Totally cute. There again, Piglet's Closet. So I need to cut down my image. I think I'm going to use the top one. Try to find the line. There we go. Set that off to the side and use that on another project. Okay. Let's see if it fits. Okay, it fits. Now come back out though. Right? Transfer gel. I like the you can use Mod Podge too. I just like it because this doesn't like bleach out any of the images or anything like that. So another layer of decoupage transfer gel. I'm going to take my image, and it's okay that it doesn't, like, it's not a complete, because you won't be doing like the whole edge or anything like that. It's just going to kind of make a center circle around it. So this was the pack that I picked up from Michael's. Like I said, had a ton of different patterns in it, and that's what I was looking for, so it was perfect. Same thing, we're going to take the hot glue, run it along the sides, just on that one edge, that way it really gets it attached. sprayer on there to flatten it out. I don't think I need to be working with that much paper. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the excess off. Add another glue stick. Okay, fold that edge over. It's a little different with this one. Fold that edge over. I'm not too awful worried. There we go. Oh my goodness, sometimes y'all. Get my little elf. Get him in here so we can see how cute he's going to be. Oh, we haven't even blinged it up yet. So now you know me, I just pull stuff out that's in my stash and see what I like. You know, some of these are pretty darn old. So I really like this old bell to be up here. I'll hot glue that back on, which it was probably, you know, off of a arrangement. Take the extra wire off there, I don't need it. If it comes, there we go. This one used to have a wire on it, but the wire decided that it was old and it was tired and it didn't want to be attached anymore. That is okay. Okay, I do have a little bendy knee guy to add in here. How many of you thought that I would do that? So he is going to go right over here. I have a little plastic star, I thought would be perfect. Little ornament, though I have to take this part off. You always have to figure out which part to glue. Like, okay, where is it going to be sitting? And how is it going to be sitting? And there we go again, these little light covers that I absolutely love that add so much to. That way all 4 quarters have something on it. Just keep adding until you're happy, or there's no room left. Oh. Another one. The greens may not all match, but that's okay. I'm trying to find the little spots that kind of ripped when I was cutting, when I tried to use the utility knife that didn't, or the box cutter didn't want to cut, so we will just cover that up with something. Look at this piece, oh my gosh. So, yet again, Piglet's Closet. I can hook you all up if you're interested in any of it. Now, picking out which one I want to do, that's the question. I think I'm going to pick the one that's centered. Whether you see the Merry Christmas or not, yeah, I can't guarantee that once it's done. Don't usually use a box cutter to cut everything, but it's nice and sharp. Just be careful. Okay, I should have kept that piece of copier paper before I put it in the trash, but I wadded it all up. So decoupage gel, copier paper. Oh, all the way to the edge though. Come on, baby. There you go. The image, which I'm just going to try to get Santa. Oh, hey, Santa. Work with me here, Santa. Because I don't think you're going to really see the Merry Christmas very much. So, there's that. It's funny, I thought I was putting the paper on straight, but I guess I wasn't. But this project will be very forgiving about that. Okay, feel like we just keep repeating the process. And then this one's just some tiny little holly berries, just a red. As I said, that pack was amazing. I was glad that I found it. It's so hard. Christmas you have to buy so early. Or it's all gone. Every holiday, I think. To start shopping in July, I've learned. Stock's so much thicker. That's okay. For my smaller one, that is way too much paper to have to work with, so I'm going to guesstimate the size that I need to work, that it's workable. And I can go ahead and cut it because I'm right here and I have the tools. And the time that I use hot glue that I don't get it all over myself. Okay, remembering to fold in the sides first. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now so I don't forget. Fold in that little side. Just fold them in the side so it makes a nice package.
the sad thing is you just kind of have to wait for the paper to dry again. Okay, so that one doesn't fit in there, so I'm going to use my little stick that comes in your transfers from IOD. Thank you, ladies. Trying to eyeball. If you don't get them perfect, really, it's not really that big a deal. It all comes out. I just keep looking around my shop going, what can I use? I need something to use. So this is where the blades came off of. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. I'll go ahead and get him glued in first. Which I do think kind of helps the, oops, which way am I going here? Yes, that's the bottom. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay, here we go. Let's see if Santa wants to come out and play. Ho 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 ho. I want to get a little bit closer. So a little dab of glue. And then kind of help it bend a little. And then hold it down. Let that glue cool. So I'm just doing another little release there. I didn't have enough cut there to show all of Santa's head. So I'm just pushing them open a little bit. Yeah, I want to back mine before I get too much further. So I just tape down some of the contractor's paper. Clean stuff on the front. Oh, there we go. Digging through my stash, I don't even know if this will end up working or not. But I'm like, what is that? It's that nice hue of green, so I'm trying to add some bulbs to it. Which may not be the easiest. Okay, there we go. Finally got it bent. That is fun. It had these big ones on it, but that's a little overpowering for this little guy. Oh, I do think that's fun. In my stash that I purchased, it had a couple more. One's pink though, so we're not going to use the pink one. This one has got a red jewel on it. So yeah, let's see if I can find a couple more bulbs that will fit on there. I lucked out in my stash, I did. Bending it's not so easy. It's nice strong metal. There. So then I'm going to do the opposite. I found two more of the green, and then one of the red, and then another green. Then I'll bend it back in place. Try to anyway. Oh. And have it go the opposite way. Okay, now I have to try to glue them on. So I'll just do one at a time. Like, you know, the smaller ones you just can't get as much stuff on. You could, but then you don't notice your image. I do have some of this, which is the same color as the green. I'm going to see if it goes anywhere. I don't know. It may just be done. It may just be done because I can't get that plastic off. Oh, there we go. just love it. My mind, and I started playing with it on the edge, and I'm like, oh, I do like that. I like the glittery, and I like that it ties in, and I don't have to put anything else on the front. So that's what we will do. Decision made. And then I had a secondary plan. Instead of a bow, see where I'm going with it? Okay, so what did you think? I know I made a mistake. Oopsie. Like I said, I am a learn as you go type of person. So putting the paper on in my mind, it sounded good until like when I went to make that cut, I was like, oh my gosh, this paper is totally on the wrong side. But easy fix, God wink moment. I had plenty of papers that I had bought at Michael's, so I had repeat pieces of paper. So it was an easy fix. But now when y'all, if you've never made them before, you won't make the same mistake I did. So I could have edited it out, but that's not me. I'm going to show you everything that I may do wrong because I am not perfect by any means. So, wow, they were so fun to make, just like the busted canvas itself, but then adding the vintage bling, adding bling in general to it just took it to the next level. So let me know down in the comments below. Have you made these before? Am I always late to the game? I'm probably always late to the game, but I did have a lot of fun making them. Or have I inspired you to make them? Oh my goodness, my mind is just going with all the others that I want to make, but I got a whole folder of goodies to share with you to get done. So we'll see how many repeat crafts I do during this season. So thank you again so much for watching. And as always, if you're part of our YouTube family, thank you so much for sharing and liking our content and getting it out there so others can come and see if they would enjoy this type of content. And if you're new to the channel and this was your vibe, please hit that subscription button along with the notification bell so you know we uploaded a new video, and we will see you next time, guys, and you can see what I'm up to. Bye.